All right, here we are checking it out with Paco. I know it's been a while since we've been here with one another, and I'm sorry about that. Lately, I've been checking out the Facebook and just checking out different people's lives and what's going on in the world, and just life on life's terms lately has been weighing people down. I read it on the Facebook. I see it in the supermarkets. Everywhere I go, I'm running into people that are being oppressed by the troubles of this world. Well, I'm here to tell you that you don't have to be oppressed by the troubles of the world. You don't have to be beat down. Sometimes in life, we go through the valleys. Sometimes we're in the bottom of the valleys, and sometimes we're up on top of the mountains. And sometimes we have to climb up out of that valley to climb the mountain to get up on top. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes we get so confused and we get so troubled about the cares of this world, we forget truly where our troubles and our cares should be. And that should be resting in the presence of God. And a lot of times we get confused. We don't know which way to go. We don't know what we're doing. And what happens is that starts to become a habit. And once that starts to become a habit, it becomes a lifestyle. And then all of a sudden we're lost and we feel like God has abandoned us. But I'm here to tell you that God never leaves us. God will never forsake us. That's what his word says. He is our refuge and our strength in our times of trouble and our times of need. But a lot of times we get confused. We get caught up. We get busy. Oh my gosh, how am I going to get this done? Oh my gosh, I got to pay these bills. Or this person doesn't like me. And that affects the way we feel. So then we become angry. We become bitter. We become resentful. We get caught up in the bills or the bill collector's calling us. We don't like our boss. He's just a jerk. Wah, wah, wah. And we get so caught up and so consumed by life on life's terms that we actually miss the fact that God's standing right there with us the whole entire time. Sometimes we're in a valley so deep we can't see any way to get out of it. But if you just climb, you start climbing those rocks and you start climbing and you look up and you just go, man, I'm never going to make it. But you know what? I can make one more. I can climb one more stretch. I can step up one more step further and then I'm going to rest. Eventually, you'll climb out of that valley. And when you climb out of that valley and you're standing on top of that rim rock and you're looking down 1,000 feet to where you were, the joy that you will feel knowing that you accomplished something beyond your strength and beyond what you thought you could do is beyond description. The feelings that you'll have inside will far outweigh anything you've ever felt in your life. But you have to persevere. That's what the word tells us, to persevere in our trials. You know, in the book of Psalms 46:1, it says, God is our refuge, our strength, and everlasting help in trouble. But see, a lot of times we don't hear that. We don't hear the fact that God is our strength. We don't hear the fact that he's an ever-present help in trouble. We think we have to do it all alone. You don't. You don't have to do it alone. God is there for you. He will always be there for you. He's there for me. He's there for everybody I know. It's just we get confused at times in the times of our trouble. It's like a big whirlwind. We don't know what's going on. We can't see. We can see the word of God, but we don't feel the word of God. You see what I'm saying? You're in a big whirlwind just spinning around, just like a big tornado. You know, you see on the tornado show, that show Twister. In that Twister, you've seen everything. You've seen a house, you've seen a cow, you've seen all kinds of stuff flipping around, and you definitely couldn't make out all the things that were in there, but you knew things were in there. And sometimes we get caught up in our troubles like that. And everything's just spinning around so fast, like looking in a dryer at a laundromat. You know there's clothes in there, but you can't make out what the clothes are. And sometimes in life, that's how it gets to be with us. Everything's just spinning around a million miles an hour, and you can't see everything. You can see love, you can see peace, you can see joy, you can see happiness, you can see God's love, you can see God's grace, you can see God's mercy, but you don't know how to grab it because everything's just moving around so fast. You don't know how to do it. You see the troubles of the world, the troubles of your children, the troubles of life, the people that cut you off at the driving downtown today. Stop for a minute. Psalms 46, verse 10 says, to be still. Be still. Be still translates and to let go. Let go of all your cares. Let go of all your troubles. Let go of all your worries. Let go of everything that's got a hold of you and be still. And watch God take you to new heights. Watch God encompass you. Watch God speak to you. Watch God love on you. Watch him embrace you. Watch him make everything clear in your life. That's all we have to do is to be still. Habakkuk 19 says, the sovereign Lord is my strength. He makes my feet like the feet of a deer. He enables me to go on new heights, to go on new heights. When we're in the valley and we're so confused and we don't know how to get up or get out, and we don't know which way to turn, and we're lost and confused, the word tells us to be still. Be still, my friend. Hear God's voice. Know that he is your strength. Know that he is your refuge in times of trouble. Build that relationship with him and hear his voice. Don't hear my voice. Don't hear anybody else's voice, but learn to hear God's voice. He's there waiting for you, talking to you, reaching out to you. All you have to do is be still. When we start to have that confidence in our Father and we start to have that confidence in our relationship with him, then we'll start to have confidence in ourselves. We'll start to have confidence in our relationships. We'll have confidence in things that we could never imagine doing, like climbing up out of a valley. Hebrews 4:16 tells us, let us then approach the throne of God with grace and confidence so that we may receive mercy and find grace to help us in our time of trouble. Let us do that, my friends. Let us have the confidence to go to the throne of grace. That way, when we were there, we will receive mercy and find grace. God will continue to work in your lives as long as you let him. But all you have to do is be still. No troubles or no cares of this world are too big for God. They might be too big for us, but they're not too big for God. I hope this word encourages you today, and I hope that you will be still so that you can find favor in the Lord. Let him make your feet like the feet of a deer to help you climb new heights in your life. But more importantly, let our lives be a life of dedication to our Father in heaven. He gave his only son for you. Let's give something up for him. Let's give ourselves. And let us be dependent on our Father in heaven. Hey, thanks for stopping by and hanging out with Paco. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time.